MTN Sports. This is Grizzly Insider, sponsored by Albertson Safeway.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Grizzly Insider here on the Montana Television Network. I'm your host, Kyle Hansen. Another week of Grizz football is in the books as the University of Montana football team defeated Portland State 53-16 last Saturday to begin Big Sky Conference play. The second-ranked Grizz improved to 4-0 on the year, and they'll turn their attentions to Idaho State this coming Saturday in Pocatello as their next opponents. We've got a great show coming your way, including in-depth interviews with Grizz head coach Robbie Halk, as well as senior safety Robbie Halk, who put together a career day against the Vikings. We'll also look ahead to the Grizz game against the Bengals, but first, let's look back at the highlights from UM's win over Portland State this past weekend, which was MTN's first Grizz broadcast of the season. The Grizzlies entered the game after going 3-0 in non-conference play, while the Vikings were 0-2, with both losses coming to FBS teams. The game couldn't have started off better for the Vikings after they recovered the opening kickoff that went short but went high over Junior Bergen's head, and the Vikings took a 7-0 lead not long after in what was the first deficit of the year for the Grizzlies. But Montana quickly responded, and thanks to some big connections between Lucas Johnson and Mitch Roberts, the Grizzlies moved down the field quickly, and Johnson capped it off with an 11-yard touchdown run to make it 7-7. After forcing a Portland State 3-and-out, Junior Bergen took the ensuing punt return back for a touchdown for his first special teams touchdown of his career. Bergen broke through with the score after a number of close calls since he became implemented in special teams last season. For him, it was also about getting that earlier kickoff back.
It was pretty cool. Got to the end zone, kind of celebrated with my teammates. I felt a little bit of relief after kind of messing up that kickoff return, so I felt like I had to get it back one way or another.
The Vikings would go on to respond with a 14-play drive that ate up almost 8 minutes of game clock when Dante Chachere hit Bo Kelly to make it a 17-14 deficit for the Vikings. But once the Grizzlies got the ball back, they needed just one play from scrimmage to get that momentum back on their side when Xavier Harris went 64 yards to make it 24-14 Montana. Harris would finish the game as the leading rusher for the Grizz with 92 yards on the day. From there, the game snowballed for the Grizz as it turned into a blowout. Alex Gubner forced a safety to make it 26-14 UM. Then later, Johnson found Roberts with about 2 minutes left in the half for their third touchdown connection of the season. Johnson was 14 for 14 in the first half and finished with 221 yards passing, while Roberts finished the day with 6 catches for 83 yards. Portland State would respond with a 10-play drive to attempt getting some points back on the board to stop the bleeding, but the Vikings were forced into a 54-yard field goal attempt that came up short and was fielded by Robbie Halk at the 1-yard line. It was already a special day for Houck, who broke UM's all-time tackles record early in the second quarter. But Houck even found a way to top that with his return on the missed field goal as he took it back for the rare kick-six touchdown to send the Grizzlies into halftime up 39-14.
That's the first time I've ever scored in college. I was close last year, but I don't know. That touchdown is pretty cool. I don't know if it'll ever happen again, but I'll remember that one.
The third quarter saw the game slow down, but UM's defense was unrelenting on the Vikings and allowed less than 200 yards total while forcing a pick and racking up 3 sacks on the day. Johnson would find Aaron Fonts for his first career touchdown in the fourth quarter, and Marcus Knight would put the nail in the coffin with his second touchdown of the year, and the Grizzlies opened Big Sky Conference play with a 53-16 victory over the Vikings. It was quite the win for Montana, and it was their third straight victory over the Vikings, dating back to 2019 on that streak. It also started the Grizzlies off fast in league play, with a 1-0 start over an opponent that nearly beat an FBS opponent to start the year. Next up, we chat with Grizz coach Robbie Halk about this game and break down what he saw coming up next.
Welcome back to Grizzly Insider, sponsored by Albertson Safeway.
Welcome back to Grizzly Insider right here on MTN, and I'm joined by our special guest, head coach Robbie Halk of the Montana Grizzlies. Bobby, great to see you.
Good to see you, Kyle, man. It's always good on Sunday mornings after a win.
Yeah, I was about to say, fun win on Saturday against the Portland State Vikings, and, immediate thoughts after that win, obviously 53-16, pretty great way to start off Big Sky Conference play. Just your initial thoughts after that game and, seeing your guys, play the way they did on Saturday.
We certainly had a pretty awesome start to the season, and yesterday was probably the best of that. The first 3 games went as we wanted them to, and then yesterday, that was kind of a wild game. A lot of crazy things going on, but a lot of fun to be around. Just a great day in the stadium, great day by our players, and assistant coaches had a great plan together. Big win and homecoming.
Wild's a great way to describe it because obviously the game starts off with that weird kickoff, right? The high bounce and everything like that.
You can't get a much worse start to a game if you're one team. You can't get a much better start if you're the other team. But our guys, they're pretty solid. They're pretty competitive. They weathered that storm, and then it was kind of hit the gas from there and get away with it. But yeah, the ball's oblong. It takes some weird bounces at times. They came up with a big play there.
Absolutely. So we'll talk about this first offensive drive for the Grizzlies, and obviously really smooth and quick, and you guys seem to be having that Lucas Johnson and Mitch Roberts connection right off the bat. So what'd you like from that first series? And to piggyback off that a little bit, were you guys aware that Anthony Adams wasn't going to be able to play because it seemed like Portland State really missed him yesterday on the field?
Well, we weren't aware that he was not going to play, but that's football a little bit. You have to have guys ready to go. And in terms of the first play on offense for us, we were going to go after them based on what they gave us. They pressed it, and Lucas went after it and hit Mitch on a big play to start the game for us. It would have been nice if we had the ball off the first kickoff, and that was the first play of the game. But we went down and scored, got the ship righted, and then it was go Grizz after that.
And we touched on this a little bit on Saturday at the press conference, but obviously 17-7, Portland State has this long drive. I think they got the ball back with about 10 minutes left in the second quarter, and I think it was 15, 16 plays. They eventually score, and you guys respond in one play on the Xavier Harris touchdown. Can you just walk us through that sequence? And, just obviously it sucked giving up points, but the offense seemed to bring momentum back to you guys pretty much right away.
Yeah, that's well said. We had them off the field. There were opportunities to get them off the field 3 different times in that drive. Didn't execute. Fourth and medium play where they went for it and got it on a trick play. And frankly things that we worked on all week. We just didn't execute on defense. And so, they're making it a game. They're trying hard, and X went out the gate on the power, and that was a lot of fun. That was a big play in the game.
You're obviously the special teams guy, and a little bit earlier you had Junior Bergen finally break off a punt return touchdown. He's been, it felt like he had about 3 almost against Eastern Washington last year in the playoffs. What was it about Saturday, that he was able to make it work?
Yeah, he had a couple in the Eastern game and actually a couple in the rivalry game where the last man kind of got him down. And, those are big plays in the game and huge field position swings, but it's always fun to finish in the end zone. And Junior's excited, and all those guys working hard to block for him were excited. It was a great way to get the team kick-started for sure.
Second quarter, another long Portland State drive as they're trying to get some points and get some momentum back again, and obviously that leads to Robbie's kick 6. So, right, and that whole sequence. So obviously they have it, I believe it was on the 22. False start moves them back. So, from a coach's perspective, like you said, you changed the call, put a guy back. What was just that entire sequence like for you guys planning on the sideline?
Well, we called timeout to talk over what we wanted to do on the rush, and our players actually came to me and said, let's move on them, see if we can get them to jump, move them back, and we stemmed, and they false started, so it moved them back, and then we changed the call. And, that's a play that we've worked on every Friday for 20 years and never called it. After the game, the guys were like, maybe you ought to call that once in a while more, Coach. So,
right. That's incredible, too.
Quite a play.
Right.
It was unbelievable. A lot of good blocking. The guys set it up. Obviously, Robbie made a nice run and made a couple of nice cuts. And, the clock's gone. The half's over. So it's either get it in the end zone or not. And we finished in the end zone, and it was going to be real hard for Portland State after that one.
You guys were obviously running away with the game kind of at that point, but, just talk about what your defense did in that second half especially.
Yeah, the second half, the defense was special. We gave up 30-some yards on a 34, 36, something like that. Our defense has been lights out. As you mentioned, the first half, we did give up a couple of drives and some points. Put ourselves in a bad situation after the first play of the dang game. But our defense, in general, will rise up and control things. There'll be some games where they don't, and we're going to have to outscore people, but right now that's not happening.
Overall, pretty happy with the performance, I'd have to imagine, just putting up that amount of points and just kind of stopping them, especially. It felt like the adjustments at second half just kind of really worked to your guys' favor a lot.
Yeah, it's terrific right now. We're at 4-0. We haven't had a even remotely close game yet. That'll come. It always does. but we're playing at a high level right now. I think our team is willing to work really hard to improve, get better week in, week out. Great guys on our team. I mean, I'm just so happy for our kids because they put in the work, and to see them have success, I'm way pleased for them.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Bobby. Don't go away. We'll be right back to talk some Idaho State with Bobby, as well as catch up with Robbie Halk about his performance from Saturday.
Get social with Grizzly fans and follow MTN Sports on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Welcome back to Grizzly Insider, sponsored by Albertson Safeway.
Welcome back to Grizzly Insider, and we're joined by another special guest in UM safety, Robbie Halk, who had a career day on Saturday. Robbie, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Kyle.
Absolutely. I mean, what a game Saturday, right? I just, from a team perspective, like you mentioned, but from a personal perspective, it's got to be exciting. Now that you've had a little bit of a time to let it settle in, just walk me through what you're feeling, breaking that record, and then obviously that kick six.
Oh, it's obviously great. Saturday was fun. There was a lot of ups and downs in the game. And it was electric in that stadium on Saturday, and yeah, it was fun to make some big plays for my team and get us to 1-0 in conference.
Absolutely. Well, ultimately, coming into the game, everybody assumes you're going to break the record. You needed 3 tackles. So, were there any nerves? Everybody's talking about it. All eyes are kind of on you. Any nerves, or was it just another game in that sense?
In that sense, yeah, it was just really another game. I was more anxious and nervous about winning the game. That's the number one goal on Saturdays for us as a team. So it was just, going out and performing the best of my ability and being able to get a win.
And it's early second quarter when you do break the record, you get that tackle on that slant route, I believe it was. And, it was kind of like the play is still going right, but there was like a moment where it seemed like your teammates kind of paused and you got some hugs and some guys congratulated you because they were kind of aware of what was going on. Just to be around them in that moment and get a chance to celebrate and, get that little bit of recognition for all your work. What was that like to be around the guys you've worked so hard with?
It's awesome. I've said it a lot. Those guys are my brothers. Everybody on that team, I love them all. And to be loved back by them and to celebrate a special moment like that with those guys was pretty special.
Was it pretty special too? Obviously you have Bobby's the head coach and your dad, but to have your uncle there as well, to have so much family there, and it was funny because we talked last week about you growing up in the stadium and getting a chance to dream about being a Grizz, but all of a sudden you break a record and you have so many loved ones there. I mean, was that just to make it even more cool in that element?
Absolutely. That's I think one of the top things I love the past 5 years playing here is being around my family and everybody here supporting us. So obviously having my Uncle Tim there and then all my extended family as well there after the game to see them was awesome. My Uncle Tim presented me the game ball after the game on Saturday, and that was definitely a special moment. I
was going to say that with his teammates in the locker room after a big win. I mean, can you even sum up what that was like in that moment?
Oh, just so happy, so excited. For our team and our coaches, it was a very special moment.
It's awesome. So, play of the game, the kick six. We're talking doesn't happen very often, right? And we're just chatted with Bobby about kind of what you guys did schematically to make it work and things like that. So, take us through your perspective as a player on the field of leading up to that really long Portland State drive and to ultimately getting to the point where you got the ball and what you saw on your touchdown.
Yeah, well, they had a good drive going. I'm not sure exactly how many plays it was, but we were able to get them to attempt a field goal, and then we were able to draw them off sides. And I was kind of surprised that they still kept their field goal unit on the field on the 4th and long. So we're kind of expecting our return game to get out there, and I was actually shocked too with how short his kick was. I thought it was going to get a little deeper into the end zone, but I was able to get a handle on the ball and then set the wall up, and those guys did the rest and made the blocks and was able to get in the end zone.
Did you have an oh crap moment when the ball slipped through your hand for a second?
Yeah, a little bit. I was like, gosh dang it, I got to catch that. But I don't know, it might have helped me a little bit. I think those guys might have thought the play was dead. But by the rules, I was able to pick it up and advance it. And yeah, it was more of I was just hoping I didn't get caught.
Right.
So.
Yeah, a great recovery to get the ball, and obviously you went down the east sideline and read your blocks and everything like that. So when you get in the end zone, the celebration, just what was that aftermath like? And do you even remember it, or did you just kind of black out for a second?
I was tired. I've never been more tired before until that moment. But it was great. Everybody was fired up. like Coach said, that's something that we practice every week on Friday, and to finally be able to run it and then do it successfully was awesome. So no, it was great to celebrate with everybody, and got us into halftime with another touchdown.
You mentioned at the press conference it was the first time you'd scored in college. So I'm going to test your memory here a little bit. Do you remember the last time you scored in football?
Ooh, that's probably some high school game. I think like a playoff game my senior year in high school is probably the last time I scored.
Okay. Did you play offense in high school too? Like, did you get more opportunities to score, obviously?
Yeah, I did. I kind of played everything. Whatever my coaches needed me to play, whether it was quarterback, running back, receiver, I was willing to do it all. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. Pretty much played every snap during the games, so I was able to find the end zone a few times.
That, obviously the defense allowed a couple of touchdowns in the first half, but you guys really clamped down in that second half. So what was it about that second half that was kind of clicking for you guys to where, you guys didn't let Portland State do anything?
Yeah, well, a lot of self-inflicted wounds in the first half, some uncharacteristic things by us, and then making mistakes and not making plays when they're presented to us. There's a few plays that stick out in my mind personally that I missed and should have made. But then, getting our halftime adjustments and everything like that from our coaches, and then just staying locked in and dialed in the second half, and shutting them down. It's a goal of ours on defense to not let a team score in the fourth quarter, and we were able to do that this week. So we're pretty fired up about it.
Perfect storm, right? Team win. You got this touchdown. You broke the record. Can you even just describe or put into words just kind of what the experience was like on Saturday?
It was fun. It was a great homecoming win for the Grizz, and yeah, I can't wait to do it again next weekend and then in a couple weeks back home.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your time, Robbie. Congratulations on breaking the record and your game on Saturday as well. And thank you so much for joining us here today. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back here on Grizzly Insider to look ahead to Montana's game against Idaho State.
Take coverage of the Grizz with you. Download our app for your favorite mobile device today. Welcome back to Grizzly Insider, sponsored by Albertson Safeway.
Welcome back to Grizzly Insider, and up next we have the Idaho State Bengals for the Montana Grizzlies coming up on Saturday. Bobby, just kind of your initial thoughts on Idaho State. It's a team you've seen before, a new head coach coming in this year, so what do you kind of know on your early looks at Idaho State?
So Charlie Ragel's the new head coach there. They're not off to the start they envisioned or wanted, I'm sure, but it's really, in my opinion, about us. We have a big game this week. It's a conference game. As Robbie mentioned to the team last night, he said the best thing about being 1-0 is the chance to go 2-0. And for us to accomplish the things we want, we need to get a big win this weekend. And every one of these conference games counts the same, and we need to prepare and go get ready to try to get our second win.
Do you have much crossover with Charlie in the past? Are they doing anything that maybe you've seen before that Idaho State, or is a little different than when Rob was head coach?
Well, it's his first time as a head coach. I mean, the only time I've known Charlie as a head coach, he was the head coach at Chaparral High School in Scottsdale. And I was in there numerous times, so I've known him for a long time. I'm kind of anxious to dig into the film and see exactly what they're doing. But his background's special teams, so he'll have a well-rounded purview of the game and the field position piece of it and all that. So I'm sure they'll manage the game really well.
Obviously, they, like you mentioned, they aren't quite off the start that they would probably want, but how difficult can it be in this league that you've seen for new head coaches to come into programs and even hit the ground running, where a lot of it's just trying to probably stop from drowning, right?
Well, that first year, in any program, in any conference, is really hectic for the head coach and everybody involved. But from the time you take the job until you get through that first season, it's a lot of work, and it's fast-paced, and you're trying to get everything organized the way you want it and in place, and it's a challenge for sure.
Absolutely. Well, looking forward to the game this Saturday. Bobby, thank you so much for your time, and don't go away. We'll be right back on Grizzly Insider to wrap things up as we head into Saturday.
There's more coverage of the Grizzlies online anytime at montanasports.com. Welcome back to Grizzly Insider, sponsored by Albertson Safeway.
Thanks so much for tuning into this week's Grizzly Insider here on MTN. We move forward to Week 5 now as the Grizzlies hit the road for the second time this year, and they'll head to Pocatello to take on Idaho State. MTN will broadcast that game statewide, and we'll have all of your coverage leading up to the game on montanasports.com. Have a great evening, everyone.